Swarm is coming. Dr. Octopus is coming, and in this video, we are talking about what we know about these characters so far, plus all of your questions from the mailbag, guys. And if you're ready to find out all about Dr. Octopus, Swarm, and everything else, you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it!
ValleyFlyin.
Hello. What is up, Valley Maniacs? ValleyFlyin here. I am back. This was a fun weekend. I hope you had a fun weekend as well. And in this video, we are talking all about Marvel Strike Force. A lot of stuff with Marvel Strike Force going on. Before we get to all of your questions, talking about Dr. Octopus, the blog post, Swarm, the video, all that stuff, I do want to mention that I am doing daily Twitch streams or weekday Twitch streams in the morning, my time, Dallas time. So that is Central Time, US. Between 7 and 8 a.m. is when we're starting. I know there's a worldwide audience, so come join us, guys, if you're awake on Twitch. Link is down below to the Twitch channel. Also, I got 3 Marvel Strike Force videos coming out tomorrow at the same time. I will let you guys do your speculation on what that could mean. Not going to confirm nor deny anything. So make sure you're a subscriber. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you get notified when these videos come out tomorrow. But without further ado, let's go and take a look at the blog post as well as the Strike Time video where we learned about Dr. Octopus and Swarm. So we got a lot of information here. What I want to talk about first is Swarm. So Villain, City, Biocontroller, Spider-Verse, Sinister 6. We do not have any of the percentages like we did with Baron Zemo, but we got a lot of insight into his kit. He's a pretty good basic right here, B-ball, attacking primary target for damage, drain, rebound chain 2 additional targets, and applying drain. If charged, lose 1 charge. If not, attack self for damage. He needs some charges or he's gonna kill himself. So this looks like a pretty good move, pretty standard move. I'm not expecting too much damage because he is a controller. Controllers usually don't have that high damage base stat. Let's go down to his special B, Scream. 4 out of 4. So this is available on turn 1, guys. Attacking the primary target for damage, applying Disrupted. That is a strong move, guys. Depends on who your opponent is, but Disrupted can really throw certain teams off. If that primary target has Disrupted, you're going to bonus attack for damage plus applying defense down. If he also has defense down, a bonus attacking for more damage and applying slow. If charged, you're gonna lose that charge, and then you're gonna attack yourself for damage once again. He is very masochistic right here, attacking himself. His ultimate 3 out of 5, so not available on turn 1, but is an AoE attack, applying bleeds for 2 turns. And same thing, guys. If he has charge, he's gonna lose a charge. If not, he's gonna attack himself for damage. So you need these charges, guys. How does he get charged? We're going to talk about that in just a little bit, but we do have some insight, a little bit insight in his passive right here, where he is going to gain charge, 4 of them on spawn, also on turn. If he is charged, he's going to heal for a percentage of his max health, flipping 2 negative X to positive self. So charge, very, very important for Swarm, guys. And if he does not have charge, he's going to start attacking himself. Pretty crazy. He's going to gain dodge chance for each additional charge, which I guess makes sense. If you're trying to hit a swarm of bees, your fist is kind of just going to go through them because they're not a solid target. But anyway, let's talk about this blog post. Now, first thing, I really like this, Strike Time episode. I really liked it. I thought Cerebro asked a lot of good questions here, but a couple things that I did want to quote. He said, next version update. He didn't say the next client update, which means that maybe we're looking at 5.0 instead of, I think it's 4.2 or 4.3. Instead of a new version, it looks like we might be having a new version. Does this really matter too much? No, but if it's a new version, it could be a very, very big update. And quote, a bevy of new characters and reworks to existing characters. So could be a lot of stuff coming in this update, guys. So if you want to check this out, make sure you are a subscriber and pay attention to notifications, because there could be a lot of light shed on some of this stuff tomorrow, but I don't know. We will see. We will see. I'm not breaking any NDAs here, guys. So what he did later on, and this was probably the best part, at least for me, interviewing game designer Rick Mayer, senior game designer Rick Mayer. He said that Doc Ock throughout his whole kit, that chargeable word is used a lot. So very important for chargeable. We saw a little bit of this in this Swarm kit. Not sure what's going to happen with these other ones, but we do have a little bit insight. Now, we do have something very interesting at the 612 mark right here, kind of at the 611 mark. But as you can see right on the field, let me play this video without sound, guys. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Sinister 6 member. We have 6 right there, but Swarm is going to come back, and there are 7, and that's very, very interesting. And also talking about the Sinister 6, what Doc Ock does to them. He says right now they hit very hard. Doc Ock is going to bring some survivability, to some sustain to this team. So yeah, maybe usable in other game modes, not just I don't even know where to use them right now. They're kind of a Blitz team. They're going to summon. He's going to summon Shocker. So we knew from a little while ago that Dr. Octopus is going to summon another Sinister 6 member. Wasn't sure how he's going to do it. He said it is a static list. It's not a random list. Shocker is the first, then it's going to move to the next character, the next character. He said a lot of this. It's very easy to figure out with playtesting. He didn't reveal who the order was, but Shocker is the first one. And if you have the 4 picks, then it's going to pick the missing character from the list. So looks like it's not a random thing who he is summoning. I guess that's the big thing that I took away from that. And it is fixed at the start of the battle, which means that if you have Mr. Sinister, you clone a Shocker, your Dr. Octopus, he's going to summon Shocker, because at the start of the battle, you don't have a Shocker in your team, so it's fixed. So it's not as random as I was worrying about. I guess random wouldn't be a bad thing, but it's fixed. It's not going to be random. If you already have a summon, instead of summoning another summon, it's going to boost the summon. And he mentioned speed bar on that, and he said they went back and forth on what it's going to do a bunch of times, and I think what they're settling is boosting the one you have. So I'm not sure if we're going to see this 7-man Sinister 6 team like we do in the footage. Just maybe old footage. I'm not sure. It's not clear at this point. War team. He says they're probably going to be a war team. They have synergies with the new characters, the charging characters paired with 2 chargeables. He calls them the 2 chargeables. So this guy, Swarm, a chargeable character because he has that. Arena, he said that maybe we could see him replace certain characters that are kind of falling out of the meta that don't punch up so well. We'll see what happens. A lot of the legendary characters were able to go right into the arena meta and affect arena right away. So I'm going to interested to see when we see his full kit. Unlock obviously is going to be X-Force, kind of reiterating what we saw last week. Dr. Octopus is unlocked with the 5 X-Force characters. Interesting thing he said, and I may be reading too much into this and maybe nothing, but he said currently we have exactly 5 in the game, which for me, I don't know if it gets your wheels turning, but for me, does this mean that more X-Force characters are coming? I think it's likely down the road that more are coming. I don't know if any X-Force characters are coming soon, but it does lead me to believe that maybe in the future we'll be getting more X-Force characters. But with that said, guys, that's pretty much all that I took from this blog post. Now, if there's some things that are missing, let me know in the comments. But with that said, let's go to all of your questions, guys. First question of the week. Hey, Valley, I am building my Sinister 16 prepping for Shuri, but I am curious if you have an opinion on which one will you kick for Dr. Octopus. Which one should I focus on less? Thank you for all the help. I am not sure at this point. It looks like, and I'm not sure what the stats of the summons are going to be. It could be based on your own Sinister 6, which would be kind of cool, but would force you to have to build up all of these characters. Or it could just be based on fixed stats, kind of like Mr. Sinister. So curious to see. I am not sure with the information that we have at this point. But like I said, guys, there could be some videos coming out tomorrow that may shed some light on it. So make sure you do have your notifications clicked. Next question. With Doc Ock being able to summon another Sinister 6 ally with more Sinister 6 tunes, do you think that summoning ally for Dr. Octopus would be an ability, maybe 10 plus Sinister 6 tune in the game? So this was something that devs talked about. He said that they were going back and forth on it a bunch of times. They did show that 7-man Sinister 16 that we saw in the footage, but because he said they went back on it a few times, I'm guessing that this could be old footage. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait till we see his full kit, but just based on what senior game designer Rick Mayer said, I think it's gonna be just if you have the 6, you're just gonna boost that character. So let's see what happens, brother. All right, ValleyFlyin, I hope I can get this under the wire. Well, not for last week, but for this week, yes. What is a good Blitz team for Beast to be on since he is underpowered for X-Men? I think the best team is that X-Men team, but I don't use him there because mine is also underpowered. So I don't know if I'm the best person to ask for this because I have him on a trash team and I'm not really building him, not really looking into him right now. So guys, if you know a good team for Beast to use in Blitz while you're working on him for your X-Men team, let me know in the comments, because right now he is just a trash character for me. Next question. I can't believe I'm the only one, but I'm sensing a lot of sexual tension between you and Drew in your videos. What is going on there? I don't know what you're saying. Kid, haha. Cool stuff, brother. Anyway, Canada's Core Valley. Firstly, I've noticed a lot of people complaining about items not appearing in War Store. So for me, I've turned off all of my favorites and I have bio gear every day since, specifically bio mini uniques. Tinfoil hat. What are your thoughts? It could just be a tinfoil hat. It just could be some confirmation bias here. Just could be some RNG in your favor. But you know what I did? I went a step further. I left all the checks on my favorites, but I took off all the bio. So I'm only favoring mystic characters and different tag characters. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. It could be a good tinfoil hat theory. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you have other experiences with this, because I just started this when I saw this question. So I'm going to give you some results once I've tested it for a while. But if you've been testing things like this for a little while, let me know in the comments. Maybe it does work. Hey, Valley, I have great red star pulls, but crappy characters. 6 on Aim Researcher, 7 on Ravager Boomer. Ouch. I feel your pain, brother. Yeah, Nebula. I don't have a 7, but I got a 6 on Nebula, and I got a 6 on Stitcher. So I feel your pain, brother. Not that bad when Ravagers get a rework. I agree. They could get a very, very strong rework. And yeah, we'll see. Maybe when Guardians of the Galaxy 3 comes out, I think that's a likely scenario from a marketing standpoint. Releasing characters that tie in with movies that are coming out. So if it is indeed Guardians of the Galaxy 3 when these Ravagers will get a rework, who knows when that is going to happen. We are living in strange times, my friends. Hello, Valley. Love your content, brother. Saw your discussion on whether to take Emma or Phoenix into DD3 and absolutely agree. Phoenix is the top choice. I'm currently on DD3 Node 4 preparing for the global battles. Already have Phoenix and Colossus. My question, would you take Mr. Sinister or Emma Frost up to gear tier 14? Which would have the best utility in DD3 and which materials would have the best utility overall? So I did end up taking Mr. Sinister up to gear tier 14. I wish I knew what I know now and would have done Colossus first. But the reason I took Sinister is because I thought, you know, his clones are going to benefit from the extra gear as well. So not specifically for Dark Dimension 3, but benefit him outside of that game mode. I think it's going to be very good. But with that said, if you're specifically talking about Dark Dimension 3, Emma Frost is the way to go because Sinister's cooldowns are so long. Once in a while, you will get a pretty cool clone. But a lot of the times, and his special, applying offense down to Dark Phoenix, or offense up to Dark Phoenix so she gets a little more damage on her ultimate. Very, very valuable. But I wouldn't say he was one of my MVPs. Once in a while, he came in. So long answer, brother. Emma Frost is the way to go. Real low cooldowns on both her special and her ultimate. So I think she's going to benefit you a lot more if you get her to gear 14 and get her into Dark Dimension 3. And you already have Phoenix and Colossus done. So there's no worry about the bio gear there. Just make sure you have enough catalyst because after a while, that seems to be a bottleneck with other characters. So if you have enough catalyst, the basic catalyst, all the orange, is there a purple, the green, the reds. If you have enough of those, then yeah, build up Emma Frost because not only will she benefit you in Dark Dimension 3, War, and outside of the game mode as well. ValleyFlyin, wondering what characters should we have to T14 first, or should it be based on RNG? Well, T14 is primarily the best thing right now, at least in the game today. You're getting additional stats, but when I think of T14, I think of Dark Dimension 3. So with that said, I would do this I would build up characters T14 first based on what you want to do for Dark Dimension 3. And in my opinion, the 3 most valuable characters for Dark Dimension 3, Phoenix, Ebony Maw, Minerva. Ebony Maw, Phoenix also great in Dark Dimension 2 as well. So you're not really wasting a lot of gear, but other characters, if you already have these characters built or you don't have these characters yet, Symbiote, Spider-Man, Carnage, Hela, Colossus, and then if you have extra gear, Black Bolt, Hela, also Black Bolt and Venom, also very good. So I would do one of those characters first, but yeah, that is who I would recommend taking to gear 14. And also look at outside of Dark Dimension 3 as well, because you want to build characters that you have a lot of usage in. And even if they're really good in one game mode, I would rather build up characters that I'm using in multiple game modes than one that's just benefiting me in a limited time event, kind of like Dark Dimension 3. I say limited time because once you finish it with it, you're not really going back. So yeah, look outside of this game mode as well. But don't start with the characters that I mentioned earlier. All of them are good choices. Hey, ValleyFlyin, I have taken Shuri to T14. Do you think it's worth taking her there? I haven't taken Shuri to T14. Do you think it's worth taking her? I'm glad it was a haven't. I see she is usable on Ultimate 7.5 for most nodes. Also, what T4s are needed for Ultimate 7. So, for her, I think her best special or her best T4 is going to be her ultimate. Don't do her special. Her special probably is benefiting the Wakanda team, but not really benefiting U7. Probably want to do her passive as well. So ultimate and passive for Shuri. As far as a T14 though, this would be something I would recommend if you have an overabundance of your orange gear, because she is not one of those most valuable characters for Dark Dimension 3. So again, T14, I think of Dark Dimension 3. She's good in that game mode, but Casino got a 7 red star Shuri, and she is not one of his MVPs. So yeah, take her to gear 12, no question. But and she's pretty usable even at gear 12 in in Ultimate 7, brother. I hope you're doing well. I hope you as well. Want to check since Emma is going to milestones, will she be in the milestone orbs as well? Gosh, when Scopely Fox next, it's always a question, brother. They always throw things, or not always, but once in a while, they just throw things that make no sense and have no precedent in what they have done in the past. But I think that is very likely. I think it's highly, highly likely that she is going to the milestone reward orbs, just like all the other milestone characters when they were removed from the normal milestone rewards. Hope all is well, man. Same to you, brother. Been watching your videos over a year now, and your enthusiasm for your content makes me excited about the game too. Me too. My question, I have both Phoenix and Black Bolt, 4 red stars. I would think of 160 promotion credits, rolling out Emma Frost. I will invest in 5 red star Phoenix or Black Bolt instead. What do you recommend I do? Well, I was in a similar, well, sort of a similar situation, but I've used my promotion credits on Black Bolt, got them all the way up to 6 stars. Still have not pulled the trigger on getting my 4 red star Phoenix all the way to 5 stars. So my recommendation, Black Bolt, but brother, both of those are good choices. So if it's really close for you, bring it down to your personal usage. I was using Black Bolt more. He got the nod for me. But if you're using Phoenix more, she should get the nod for you. But I did Black Bolt over Phoenix with promotion credits. How long you say is the average time to beat Dark Dimension 3 without many cores, if at all? So I haven't used any, well, no, I take that back. I did do one run. I think it was a 250 run. I think it was for a stream, but I have not done too much, spend many cores on Dark Dimension 3, if at all. I'm not sure. My memory gets kind of hazy with these things, but how does that vary using the 7 you talked about DD3 prep? All right, so it is very long. So it is taking me months, literally, to get through this, and it does affect the prep because some of these city characters, Symbiote, Spider-Man, Carnage, I did this way after the other characters, and the characters that I thought would benefit me right away, like Phoenix, like Black Bolt, I invested in them first. Now, I know Black Bolt isn't one of the 7 that I recommended for the must-have characters, but he's not a must-have, but he is highly recommended for that game mode if you have the gear that you can invest in him. So yeah, do your global characters first, then do your cosmic characters first, and then do your city characters last. That's what I would do, just because of the length of time it takes. You know, by the time you're getting through one of those sections, you probably could gear up another character in that time. I did, but I was also spending cores to refresh the store. I wasn't spending on Dark Dimension, but I was spending on refreshing the store. So it's a long answer to your question. It takes a long time, months to get through Dark Dimension 3. What is up, brother? Longtime watcher and supporter down in New Zealand. Thanks for all the content for us. Well, thank all of you guys for watching it. That's why I make this content, because you guys watch it. Anyway, quick question. What was his top 5 characters to get from 5 red stars to 6 red star? Who would they be? All right, so this is based on me, my usage, and my roster. It might slightly vary based on how you use these characters, but I think Black Bolt is one of the top, if not the top character that I would promote. Also, very, very close. And these might not even be the top. These might be top A and top B. Thanos, Cull Obsidian. I think both of those are very, very good, especially if you're running a full Black Order team. I do, and I think both of those are important to get high red stars on if you are running that Black Order team. Symbiote Spider-Man, because he's an awesome, awesome character on an awesome team and very important to Dark Dimension 3. And I mentioned her earlier. I didn't use promotion credits on her yet, but Phoenix. If I will do another one, it probably will do Phoenix. Now make sure that you have the gold stars to justify using promotion credits to take these characters up, because it makes no sense to use promotion characters if credits if you have less gold stars than the red stars. So make sure you have that. Another character that I do want to recommend, or that I might, and I don't know if I'd recommend him yet, but I am gonna look into, and I may use him just as may use my promotion credits just as an experiment, and that is Strife. I think Emma Frost is one of the big values on that, brought a lot of value to that Marauder team, but I think Strife, having a beefy Strife makes a big difference and makes Emma better, and Emma allows Strife to shine even more. So I might do Strife. I'll let you guys know about that. I'm not recommending him yet, but this is something I want to look into. And if any of you guys have good firsthand information about using promotion credits, taking up Strife, and have good results from it, or bad results, let me know in the comments, because that is a character that I might want to start recommending to use promotion credits for. Next question. Hey, Valley, long time watcher, second time asker. Anyway, my question has to do with Stark Tech bug, the one that says they fixed. I did some testing at Blitz this morning, went directly into Dark Dimension 3, Star-Lord, and I got my butt handed to me. It was not RNG, it was something else entirely. Could this be the Stark Tech bug you looked into as an envoy for the game? So this is, it's been brought up to the devs, and I don't know if the devs themselves have had that footage. I know a lot of people said they sent it to customer support. I don't know if customer support forwards it to the devs. I'm not sure if it's an outside company or someone internal. If you guys do have footage though, send it to me. I will send it to Cerebro directly, and he will forward it to the proper place. It's just, yeah. I think it exists. I'm like 99% sure that it is in there. But I don't have any video proof. So, and if you guys have that, tag me on Discord, send it to me. I will forward it to Cerebro, brother. Hey, greetings from St. John's, Newfoundland. We have 100K Elite War credits saved. I'm not sure what to do with them. Would it be best to use the Orange Gear War Orbs? I think they are. Something else, I'm building characters for Dark Dimension 3. So, Orange Gear War Orbs. I like those, but I also have most of my important war characters at 7-star. The exception to that is Mr. Sinister. But yeah, so build up some of the characters that you're going to use, especially the characters that unlock legendary characters, because it's hard to farm the war store. Once you have those characters at a decent level, or that's where you need them to unlock the next star level of the legendary you are looking for, I think Orange Gear is the only way to go, either buying it or using those orbs. Using those orbs, you get some of the pieces, you get some of the mini uniques. You can still buy those in the store, but it doesn't always show up. So get the characters that you need. That is the way I did it. And then everything going towards Orange Gear. Next question. Hey, Valley, do you think the new tunes cadence is a little overwhelming? I mean, DD4, Gear 14, ISO 8 coming. Gear 14, I think, is coming. I think it's like 90% that is coming, but I don't think we've had confirmation on that. I was away for a little while, so if I missed something this weekend, then maybe. But I don't think we got confirmation of Gear 15. I think that's just an assumption. So, but I do think it's coming. Anyway, ISO 8, all that new stuff. Take a lot of resources. Devs adding new characters. Every players can enjoy using the new team, hiring them. I don't know if it's me. We don't get the new resources to catch up on. Yeah, so we need to build up these characters to use them properly. And the devs are relying on that frustration marketing. You know, some companies make a lot of money with this. Some companies are better served using other marketing tactics, making more friendly to players, giving them stuff, and then players just want to spend money. Each company does their own thing. I think what they're wanting is just unleashing a lot of stuff on us. We can't do everything. We can't build up everything. We're gonna have to pick and choose. But if we want to do everything, we're gonna have to spend money. I think that's kind of what their logic is. I have no idea. I've not spoken with them directly about this, but that's kind of where my mind is that's kind of what my mind is telling me they're doing at their office, is with releasing all these characters. It's money. It's just want money. They're a company. That's what they're supposed to do. Pulled my first 7 red star character after 874 days playing the game. I pulled Crystal. It's not a bad pull. Is she someone who benefits from the red stars? Is she worth investing in? Black Bolt, 99K. Yo-Yo, 71K. Rest of my Inhumans are under 50. Sounds kind of like my Inhumans. But I think she is a very good character. I think the core of that team, Crystal, Black Bolt, Yo-Yo. And yes, almost just the normal Inhumans. Yo-Yo is kind of a Earth-based Inhuman. But yeah, I think that's the core of this team. She's got a lot of AoEs. So more red stars means more damage to not just one character, all the characters when she's using her abilities. So yeah, it's very, very good pull. Crystal is a good character, a little underrated because when we saw her kit, it's like, oh, this is a good kit. And then people started using her. They didn't have the gold stars, they didn't have the red stars to really, really see her full potential. But I think she is good. She's got a lot of people are sleeping on her a little bit. But yeah, congratulations. That's a really good pull. I think we need some more characters. We haven't had any lately, and they should be obscure, very obscure, or could be a complete bastardization of the original design. What do you think? Yeah, I love the Goblin non-glider version of Green Goblin. Awesome, man. And Swarm. Who doesn't love Swarm? I have big childhood memories of this character, guys. Hey, Valley, thanks for answering my last question with Do More right around the corner. I have another question. I don't have any hero mutants powered up enough for that chapter. I'll be unlocking Phoenix next time our event comes around. What do you recommend investing to take in? So I think what they want us to do is invest in Phoenix, invest in Beast, make it so that if she dies, you still get the 3-star. I think that's what their intent was in releasing Beast with that passive that he does. With that said, without Phoenix, I don't see a lot of value. I mean, maybe you might be able to mishmash a team together with Colossus and Psylocke and Wolverine. I don't know, but Inhumans are good. If you get some Inhumans, it's good. But I think this is meant for more endgame players, unfortunately. And if you don't have Phoenix, I think I would classify you more as a mid-game player. So I'm not sure if this content was meant for you right now, but yeah, look into your mutants. They're good to build up anyway, especially Colossus. And if you call it Cyclops, will be very good at that stage as well. But yeah, Inhumans is the way I would go with this stage if you have them unlocked, hopefully. But yeah, build up Phoenix, build up Beast, then you should be able to go all the way through those nodes, brother. Valley pulled a 7 reds on rescue currently and have her at 69,666 no T4s with the 7 reds. Would she be worth investing in T4 to take her to T13, T14? I would not. I don't think she's worth investing in. It will help her. It will help to make that power armor stronger, but look at the team. Where are you using your power armor right now? I'm using them in War and in Blitz, and that is not enough to use those catalysts to take her up to T14. Now, definitely take up to T12. No questions there. But, and maybe even upping her level just to give her a little more power. That's going to increase the barrier on some of the other characters as well. So it's going to do some good things. But yeah, it's mainly for the barrier, brother. Yeah, I wouldn't go too hard on this as far as your orange gear. But everything else, yeah, use the resources. I was watching one of your videos about the rumors of an agent that might be coming out. How about US Agent? He's going to be in Falcon and Winter Soldier TV series. Which is hopefully going to launch in November. What do you think? Anything's possible, brother. The rumors, the rumor from Facebook, that Facebook comment from the official Marvel Strike Force account was that Gam, Ro, and Agent is coming out. So it could be anyone with Agent in her name. I think is a possibility. A US Agent is definitely fits that bill. It's kind of reverse order, but I still see this as a possibility, especially that you mentioned that he's going to be in Falcon and Winter Soldier TV series. Hey, ValleyFlyin, I was thinking about starting a new raid team for Ultimate 7, but before I did, I wanted your opinion. I'm going to plan on using Symbiote Spider-Man, good. Carnage, good. Scientist Supreme, risky, but can be very, very good if you get some good RNG. Minerva, also kind of a risky pick, because at least mine, I don't know about yours. Mine is very, very squishy, so she's always a risky pick coming in there. The choice is either Hela or Falcon for the 5th. I like Hela in that spot, and the reason for Hela, she goes well with spreading buffs or spreading debuffs across. And Greg is one of the MVPs, brother. So I would go Falcon. Don't go Falcon. I would go Hela over Falcon, brother. Hey, Valley, I hope you had a great beach trip with the family. I did. It was very fun. Thank you, brother. I hope you guys had a great weekend wherever you are. My question. 3 gold, 3 red Yo-Yo. I know she's a good character in Ultimate 7. My alliance is currently doing 7.1. If I gear her up, do you think she'll be viable at that difficulty? So what I never went in and confirmed this, but I've seen screenshots that the power levels of the resistance in the Ultimate 7 is very, very low. Now it starts to ramp up at the higher difficulties. So a 3 gold, 3 red Yo-Yo may not be viable once you start getting past difficulty 3 and up. But I think that at ultimate 7.1, I think she should be good, even at that low power level. I don't think that the enemies have enough focus or have enough resistance, unless something changed from way back in the day. I haven't even confirmed this from way back in the day. So try it out, brother. What the worst you could lose is some raid energy. And yeah, try it. I think she can apply that offense down though, and pair her with Black Bolt, upgrade her base, and if she does do that offense downs consistently, then upgrade her basic, pair her with Black Bolt, and you are good to go at that difficulty. You might need more once you get to higher difficulties, but pretty sure 7.1 you should be good, brother. Hey, ValleyFlyin, when I first started playing, I remember MSF, they did a 180 shard jackpot for Loki. Also my first 180 shard drop. Congratulations, brother. Now they still do those in the orbs that you got to pay for, but this is the premium orbs that he is talking about. If you guys weren't playing back then, and I think they also did a increased drop or a higher drop, shard drop for Sabretooth and maybe Carnage. It was a long time ago. I don't really remember the characters. It might have been not 180 for Sabretooth, but anyway. What do you think if they could do separate events for Yo-Yo, Minerva, every once in a while a slim chance to pull a 180 shard for them? I think it would be good. I think it's in a player's best interest because it gives you that small chance, but you still could get a big drop of Yo-Yo, could still get a big drop of Minerva. I think it's also in Scopely's best interest to do that, because if people see others getting 180 shard drop, it might entice players to spend more. Now, if you are tempted to do that, remember, the percent is very, very low, but I think it's a win-win-win for everybody, brother. So yeah, I like this idea. Scopely, make it happen and give us some events, higher drop rates for certain, or higher drop of shards for certain characters. Not just a rate, the shards, because it looks so cool. Anyway, next question. Greetings from the Philippines. What is up, brother? Now that I finally unlocked Black Bolt, I can go Ebony Maw the next time he comes around by my Black Bolt team. Very low stars. My question, should I invest in building a Black Order team, or should I focus on my team with higher red and yellow stars? For me, I would go more towards your teams that have higher red and yellow stars. The reason is there's no way right now that you could increase the yellow stars on this Black Order team. The only one really is Thanos, and I guess Ebony Maw every time his event rolls around, but that's through farming your Asgardians there. So no, Inhumans there. Getting confused, but yeah, it's through farming your Inhumans, and that's how you unlock them. So you get stars for those characters, but not for Cull, not for Corvus, not for Proxima. So I would suggest another team for now. You can still work on these guys if you have extra resources, because they are one of the best teams in the game, the best team in the game actually. So you could probably justify getting away with putting more resources into them if even at those low star levels you could still compete with your arena shards. So it depends on where you're at, but for most people I would say invest in other teams. Greetings from Southern Indiana. What is up, brother? Never found any the U7 raids to be so fun. I'm thinking of trying out different established comp teams. Schuberger's Mon Order comp seems to be fun to use. However, I'm curious if Minerva can hang at Ultimate 7 at only 56k power, 5 yellow stars, 3 red stars, and Ebony Maw is built up enough at 57k power, same exact stars at Minerva. So I use both of them. My Minerva is pretty low. I don't think she's 56, but she might be low 60s, so not that much different from you. My Maw is a little higher, but yeah, both of these characters die anyway. Even some of my built up characters on Ultimate 7.5, they get one-shotted, so build them up. Minerva's good. You got to get some RNG so that she does not get attacked, but yeah, she has a very solid kit. As long as they're attacking other characters, you get a taunt up to make sure they're attacking other characters. Gives her some survivability, gives her a chance to heal everybody, gives her a chance to revive your tank. So yeah, I think she can be viable, brother. Hope all is well with you and your family. Same to you, brother. I feel that you're thinking too small on the agent teaser. Stop thinking small screen and upgrade to someone on the big screen. Maybe Fury's Agent Hill. Marita Hill, love the videos, keep working. All right, so I did suggest this that morning on stream. I talked about Maria Hill a lot, but someone in the stream suggested Commander Hill because they refer to as Commander. I still think she's an agent, which was one of my original guesses, but I guess I forgot to mention her in the video. I mentioned all the other ones, but yeah, the big one that I was thinking of, the first one that came to my mind on stream that morning, Maria Hill. Yeah, I forgot about her. You're exactly right. She should be in that list of possible agents that could be coming after this next patch, guys. I hope you're doing well. Quick question. If you clone a character Sinister, do you need his passive to have the clone's max passive? No, not anymore. When he was first released, that's how it worked. You would do the ultimate for his basic special and his ultimate, and his passive for his passive. Right now, all you need to do is ultimate, and it upgrades everything for the clone. So not right now. Just the ultimate if you want to upgrade the clone's T4s on everything. Last few days, seem my arena got more difficult. Turns are out of order. Phoenix enemy dies before my Phoenix turn order. Don't apply the debuffs and my Phoenix turn order. I need to go with mine after the debuffs applied. Enemy Black Bolt gets a yo. Any thoughts? Sounds like a lot is going on your arena chart, brother. I'm not sure what is going on, what characters on the field. My guess is it could be some of the other characters either on your team or the enemy teams that's manipulating speed bar, turn order, things like that. So look at the, if you're not sure, look at the passives of some of the characters on the field, see if they're adjusting the speed bar. That could be what's happening. I don't know. So there's a lot of things going on in that on these matches that seem to change every match. Got an idea for Hydra 2.0 fifth. Hydra Captain America. If Captain America goes on a team with Zemo, Winter Soldier, Crossbow, and Grenadier, he becomes empowered and becomes Hydra Cap rather than dupe to all enemies. Give Z down to enemies. Ultimate could save. I would love this idea. I love that kind of empowered mechanic so that characters change as they go with different teams. I think it's very fitting. It's something that they introduced with Thanos, and I want to see them expand more on with other characters when they're paired. With that said, though, this is very, very possible. But taking the fact that rumor of U.S. agent, or the rumor to an agent, people mention a U.S. agent, which is the Hydra version of Captain America, and that if they did this, most people already have their Captain America built up. They're not going to make too much money on Captain America himself. Whereas if it was a new character, they could always release that. So my guess would be probably not. But like I said earlier in the video, guys, with Scopely and Fox, anything is possible. A lot of things are they seem totally random coming out of left field. But yeah, some of the rumors are kept a little more tight-lipped. ValleyFlyin. Now that Emma Frost is in milestone orbs, where do you predict symbiote Spider-Man will be obtainable? So my guess, I talked about this on stream this morning. My guess, and I think the first person I heard it from was Tony Scangili. I may be incorrect on this, but this is my guess now. I don't know who said it first, but it seems like Captain Marvel, we're getting a lot more shards for her. I think it's likely that she comes out of the milestone orbs at that lower drop rate. Coulson moves in at the lower drop rate. Symbiote Spider-Man gets a higher drop rate, and she becomes farmable. I think it's also possible another scenario with both Coulson and Captain Marvel get that lower drop rate. Miles gets that higher drop rate. So we'll see what happens. I think the update is dropping sometime later this week. The data mine said the 19th. That may or may not change, but we will know by the end of this week what is happening. 19th is when the milestones for Emma Frost happens, according to the data mine. So I think we should know by then. How long do you reckon Black Order will dominate, considering whether I should take them up to T14 or save resources over DD4 after I go into DD3? So I have no idea. It's very possible that they get countered with one of these upcoming teams. I don't know exactly, but it is very possible. There's a lot of teams that are rumored to be upcoming. Any one of these may be the team that ultimately takes out the Black Order, so it's hard to say. With that said, I'm still gonna get my Thanos all the way to gear 14. I'm still gonna get my Cull all the way up to gear 14. Even if they aren't in the meta and dominate, they're still gonna be a very good team, one of the top 5 teams, and I think they're gonna be in the top 5 for a while. I think that justifies taking them to gear 14. After I get them up, and probably gonna build up Venom if I don't have them built up, I'm gonna save everything else. But I'm gonna take up the Black Order, brother. Right now, DD3, I have Black Bolt, Ebony Maw, Phoenix, Ultron, Invisible Woman, Shield Medic, who's worthless, by the way, yeah. I should have Symbiote Spider-Man gear 14 in a couple days, being that he will be my only city character. Is it far-fetched to think I could beat the city notes with just him? Or will I for sure need to bring Carnage, who's only gear 10 at the moment? So I have just Symbiote Spider-Man, just Carnage, working on my Venom. But the first 2 nodes were okay. The third node, with those 2 characters, very, very rough. So yeah, you're gonna struggle even more with just one character. I'm kind of struggling with 2. You'll eventually get through it. Yeah, he's gonna be able to chip away, but if you could bring all 3 symbiotes, which is my goal, I've heard you could just auto through all of the city lanes in Dark Dimension 3. Hey brother, is there a reliable way to manage monitor raid key contributions? Is it possibly a bot? Thanks for the content, brother. So right now I would say no. If that is incorrect, let me know in the comments, guys. But I think something like this is going to be possible once we get an API added. It has been talked about for a while. I think there's some hold up when Fox Next was still owned by Disney. Now that it is all Scopely, maybe, but this has been talked about for a long time, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, but that is when I think we'll be able to do stuff like this. ValleyFlyin, my current arena offense team is Black Bolt, Phoenix, Colossus, Invisible Woman, and Sinister. My defense replaces Colossus with Ultron. Once I get Ebony Maw, which character from both teams has to leave? So on offense, I run a very similar team: Black Bolt, Phoenix, Colossus, Invisible Woman. I don't use Sinister. I use Ultron, and that is a Black Order. That is what I bring in to attempt to kill Black Order when I'm punching up a lot. If it's a close matchup, I bring my own Black Order, and my Black Order stays on defense. Now, for defense, so I don't use Ebony Maw except on a full Black Order team. But for defense, I see a lot of people running Ebony Maw, Phoenix, and Black Bolt. And then for the 4th and 5th characters on that team, there's a lot of variants. But for defense, I would go Ebony Maw, Phoenix, Black Bolt, and then you could do, I guess, whatever is the most powerful: Colossus, Thanos, Sinister, Yo-Yo. I probably wouldn't use Ultron, but I see a lot of Colossus, Thanos, Sinister, Yo-Yo. Colossus probably a good pick because of his pairing with Phoenix. But yeah, just make sure if you're experimenting with defense team, make sure you have Ebony Maw, Phoenix, and Black Bolt on your defense, and pick. See what holds the best on that 4th and 5th spots for you. Hey Valley, with all the mutants recently released, X-Force, Emma, Beast, I find myself really low on mutant gear: blue, purple, orange. So do you think they could get an event where you could run all the gear, where you get all the gear? Blue, purple, gold for a certain class like mutant. Is it possible? Yeah. Would I like it? Yes, if we get to choose which class of character that we could get the gear for. But they've kind of done this with that overflow store for the Ultimates, that Ultimate store or Ultra store. I can't remember the name, but they kind of did that with the orange gear for this. So I don't see them doing it another time. Plus a lot of times when they've done those one-day flash events, it's been gear and not specific classes. Be cool if maybe they'd run a few simultaneous events. You get to choose which class you would want. So that could be an option. One-day flash events, a bunch of them going at once, and you choose which class of characters you want that gear for. I think that can be a possibility. Let's see if they're listening and if they implement something like that. Sup Valley, I had a failure war attack that got saved by my Groot reviving himself 9 times. I won't say that AI ever do that. What's the luckiest you've ever got in a battle? Not that lucky. There may be some random things on stream. Nothing really stands out in my mind. Maybe like some extra dodges from Spider-Man or extra dodges from my vision or something like that. I don't think I've gotten any crazy RNG like that. Definitely not 9 times. That is crazy, my brother. Congratulations on that. And especially in war where you don't get to take it back. It's not like Blitz where you do this awesome. So yeah, awesome stuff. Hopefully you recorded that. That would be really awesome to look at. 700 days, finally for my first 7 red star Heimdall. Is he worth getting past level 70, gear tier 12? Definitely take him up to 70, gear tier 12, maybe even 71 based on his star level, maybe even 74 or 75 based on his star level. But I would not go past gear tier 12 with this character unless you're just someone that wants to upgrade everybody and have abundance of orange gear. But Heimdall is not a character that I would use my orange gear on right now, but good character and a good team. So congratulations on that, brother. Greetings and well wishes to you from Colorado, amigo. What is up, brother? Question regarding DD3. I'm on node 4 first run. After this, I'm planning taking 3 tunes each into each node. Phoenix Colossus, Taskmaster for global, Black Bolt, Minerva, Ebony Maw for cosmic, Symbiote, Spider-Man ready for city. Currently working on Carnage. Given the annoying scarcity of Biogear, Carnage is done. After Carnage is done, should I work on Venom or maybe Ghost Rider? So if you have the Biogear, and I don't think you need a lot of extra Biogear characters, you've already done Black Bolt. I don't know if there's anybody that is more valuable than your Symbiotes and Black Bolt. So I would go, and I very close. I think I could get Ghost Rider up to gear 14 right now, but I am not. I'm going to save all of my orange gear for now. If we didn't get that announcement of DD14 or DD4, I probably would have had my Ghost Rider and probably getting a little further in DD3. But I'm not upgrading him. So hopefully that helps you. But Venom is a high priority for me. What is up, Valley? Just curious why you left your alliance. Thanks, brother. So I got kicked, actually. So around the time that I got kicked, my interest in the playing part of this game was a little low. I've always been interested in making videos. You know, sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to play the game. I just want to make content out of it. But to make content, I have to play the game. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. But yeah, at that time, a few weeks before that, because we've gotten a lot of bad war matchups in my previous alliance, just very low. And I was slacking. I admit, I was slacking in that alliance and got kicked. But in a new alliance now, pretty much doing the same thing, doing very good. I'm very happy with it. Only difference, because we're both doing both alliances 100% Greek raids, Ultima 7, and we're doing Ultima 7.5 right now. I think that alliance did that a few weeks before we started. But the main difference, war matchups, being in a lower total collection power alliance allows a lot more even war matchups. So I'm happy, and I think they're happy for getting rid of me. But yeah, I think it worked out for everybody. So good stuff there. So the point of this, if you're not happy with your alliance or it's too stressful for you, moving down is not the worst thing. I'm actually happy moving down to a alliance that has less total collection power, because they're just as hardcore, and I feel less stressed even though they're just as hardcore. So it's a good thing. Don't be afraid to leave an alliance, or if you get kicked, don't be afraid to go a new alliance that is less than where you're at as far as collection power, brother. Greetings, Valley. Given the current state of the game, what is the best team to get through Heroes 7.4.2.6, the global heroes note? So we got a bunch of different global heroes. First one that I would recommend, just a full Fury shield team. If you have a full shield team, then build them in. You might even be able to auto it, but if you don't, there's a couple characters that stand out. I don't know if this team would work out, but they will work very good on other teams. So you're not wasting it by building these characters. Yo-Yo, if you have her, Fury, Shuri, Falcon, and Vision. I think that team will get through that node, but if you have not already built Shield, I think that would be the way to go. Woo, and that is all the questions for this week, guys. Thank you to everybody that submitted a question, whether it got answered or not. I do appreciate everybody that leaves a question on that channel. And if you want your question potentially answered in an upcoming episode of the Monday Mailbag, guys, make sure you click on the link to join the Discord in the description down below and find that channel that says Mailbag, so you can leave your question there. That is where I look for these questions. So I will see you guys next time. Remember, 3 videos coming out tomorrow, so make sure that you have that notification bell checked, guys. Do the rest of the good stuff. Leave a comment, share this with your friends, check me out on social media, and make sure you give me a Hulk fist bump before you go, baby. ValleyFlyin out.